Welcome to Supers Live. This is a Supermodified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series, and we are live from Oswego Speedway for the first to finish IrReguLaR 45. We'll tell you why we call it irregular here in just a couple of minutes. First of all, introduce myself. I'm Bob Gangler. I'll be your host here tonight for this evening's Supermodified Sim Racing festivities. And up in Baldwinsville, New York, turning the knobs and, doing some other things that are really important to this broadcast. Kevin Timmons at Hairbag Studios, our video production manager. Hopefully, if you're enjoying the stream, you'll let us know in chat, and you can say thank you to Kevin. This is kind of a neat race. This is very important because it's a throwback to the original glory days of Oswego Speedway, way back when it was really tough to make a feature event, let alone win a feature event at Oswego. Huge cars, huge fields of cars, and also we had a whole lot of racing going on. You had to transfer out of your heat race to your semi, and then transfer out of your semi to your feature. It was crazy. So we're going to do that here tonight, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy some of that great racing at our version of it. We call it irregular because Oswego doesn't run that format anymore. And Supers doesn't generally run that format either. We've got a little bit of history at this race. This race first started back in 2012. And Rob Warren from First to Finish Race Service says, hey, man, I remember back in the day when guys had to come up here and some of the acknowledged greats of super modified racing didn't make the show because they had to run so hard. And he says, well, I thought it just would be fun to call it the irregular 45. So tonight you're going to watch guys. They're starting their heat race handicapped by their points won handicap system. So the more races you've won, like Dave O's swept the first 7 races of the season, he'll start further back. The guys that haven't done as well will start towards the front. Dave or any of those good guys that have been doing really well this season will have to race up into a qualifying position for the heat races. That's the top 4. For the semis, that's the top 2 to get their handicap back for the feature event. Anybody that doesn't make the handicap will start behind all the drivers that do. So if you don't make the handicap, the further down the field you're going to start. The very first to finish your regular 45 was won by Ray Sand Jr. That was a 50-lapper way back when. And then in 2013, Dominic Joya won it. In 2014, we didn't hold the race. 2015, our first R-Factor event for this show was Joe Oxett, the winner. And then Ray Sand became the first 2-time winner of the race. Then in 2017 and 2018, Keith Powell became the first back-to-back winner. And last year, Dave O won in 2019. Dave O, as we said, has been on a huge win streak. You got to go all the way back to last year in July to when he hasn't won a non-wing feature here at Oswego Speedway. And you got to go back even further, not quite as far, but if you want to talk about the last driver to beat Dave-O in Supers competition, whether it was wing or non-wing, you got to go to April of this year and the Golden State Classic. Keith Powell won that. Well, Dave-O wasn't there. So you gotta realize that tonight you're going to be watching that number 11, the TMS Wolfpack, the Mod Squad, the sponsor for Dave-O's Speedy Man, has just been on a wicked win streak. So keep your eyes out for him here tonight. Last week he won his 7th in a row. He's our mid-season champion, and quite the run. It was a hard race, a 100-lapper. Tough to get going. Only 5 cars finished, but at the end, he did everything he could to hold off Brad Keyser. Keyser almost pulled off the win, and it was a great finish to that 100-lapper. We've got it up on our YouTube channel right now if you want to watch it. And, with Dave Lowe's wins, that means he's leading the points. And he's leading by a pretty large margin, as a matter of fact. And it's just about a foregone conclusion. He's going to win the championship, but the battle behind it is anything but settled. Brad Keyser and Keith Powell, even through all of his struggles, Keith Powell has struggled. He's sitting in 3rd place. Brad is in 2nd, 217 points back. And then Bob Gangworth in fourth. Fifth is Gary Waldron. He moved up a couple of times. Carl Becker moved up a couple of spots last week. And Rob Warren, who's never won this race. Isn't that ironic? He's the sponsor of the race. He's the guy that came up with the idea, and he's never won it. Your all-time feature winner in Supers competition has never won this race, so keep an eye on him tonight. And the first to finish race service number 35. Eric Becker, the rookie, in the top 10 in points. Steve Callahan and another rookie, Dick Schuler, in the top 10 as well. So some great points battles throughout the pack, and we'll be watching and keeping an eye on that because there's a lot of points on the line again here tonight, with the semis paying points as well as the heat races and the feature. So keep an eye on that. Hey, before we go any further and we give you the heat race lineups, we want to remind you that what we do here at Supers is not like any other sim racing sanction. All of your donations go to help injured Supermodified drivers through the Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Supermodifieds. We've got a program right now for our Topless 200, our season-ending race, where you can make a donation, buy or sponsor a lap for just $1, and advertise your business, say good luck to your favorite driver, or maybe tell somebody that you love them and you want to marry them. Hey, whatever's within the confines of kindness. We'll let you put that on your sponsored lap. For just $1 a lap, you can sponsor that. And all proceeds go to the Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Supermodifieds. Check it out on the front page of supers.net. You can click the graphic, and it'll take you right to that donation page where you can reserve your Topless 200 lap.